Hi, welcome to Jackie Burns Creations. I am so glad everybody stopped in today. This is going to be a patriotic. And I'm giving you a big smile saying hello. So, DIY number 1. Had this cute napkin. I think I got that from either Dollar General or Dollar Tree. And I had these little signs. They were patriotic enough on the other side. I got these, I don't know how long ago at Dollar Tree, but it's been a few years. They probably still have them. I don't know. But anyway, it always helps to paint it white first, especially when you've got a white napkin. The colors come out so much brighter when you paint it white. And you always have to remove either 1 or 2 layers from it. The cheaper napkins, it's harder to get off that second one. It's not as hard on the nicer napkins. So I was covering it with some Mod Podge. And just lining up my napkin. And going over the top of it. And I did cut out a few stars to go on the tips where it didn't fit. So just sanding down the sides. Being metal, these are really easy sides to sand down. And I'm keeping the other side just the way it is. That way it's a 2-sided sign. Wow, tricky. So I decided to give it a little sand on the other side too, to give it a little bit of weathered look. And also to take off any paint daubs that might have leaked on the other side, which really wasn't very much. I'll look at it for a while, and later on I may decide to go over it with some wax. And I made just some little finger bows and I have some ribbon and some twine. And I put it up in the corner. So this is an open playlist called 5 Under 5, held on the 5th day of each month. It's hosted by Misty of Crafty Cove. The co-host is Tammy from Rusted Willow and Emily from Farm Charm Chic. Okay, number 2. You really need to check out these ladies' channels. They are fantastic. I've actually met Emily. She doesn't live that far from me. We've gone to lunch together before. Nice lady. So had these little metal tags, and I thought I'd cover them with a flag. And of course, it's a flag napkin. put the stripes mostly on one tag and the stars on the other tag. After I put them on, I'm just sanding them and deciding what I'm going to do with them. And I forgot to film myself gluing them together and putting a ribbon on them and a star so they can be hung up. Okay, DIY number 3. This is actually one that was super easy. I got these houses last year at Dollar Tree, and all I did was sand off the words and then put a little chalk paint on it. And I found this in my stash. I found these silver galvanized letters, and I took the 4 out and painted it red. And then I'm just handwriting because it was just as easy to handwrite than go through all the rigmarole of doing the cricket. So I just wrote 4th of July. So now I'm thinking, well, this needs a little something to spruce it up. I did a little distressing with some white paint on it. So I'm just putting some dots and dashes along there. Like I said, this was just a super easy one, but I think it looks really cute. I decided not to glue the houses together, and that way I can move them around. Then I take a little bit of red, white, and blue ribbon I got at Dollar Tree, and I just make a real simple little bow, and I pop the twine bows off of it and put the ribbon bow down. I just made a circle and then just tied it in the middle. Okay, see, and I just popped that off, put a little glue on it, put it down, and then put the twine bow on top of that. If I sound stuffy, it's hay fever's terrible. My nose just wants to run. So then I did a little sanding to weather it a little bit more.
It happens, you know.
And there it is, all finished.
Things that I can imagine, you know, the processors in the back are kind of looking out for, but still, there's not enough. And again, from my experience, sorting.
It's amazing when you look at something how you can see how to change it, and it can be in such a simple way. DIY number 4. This is actually 2 projects for number 4. So I had this thick round I got at Dollar Tree. And this pack of flags that will last me forever that I ordered online. And I'm putting it over the top because I want to be able to see both the stars and some stripes. Just covering the top. I had to be patient and let everything dry on its own because my glue gun died. Oh, and I put this little cutout I found online and I printed off called For Old Glory. And then just podged over the top of that. Just sanding the sides down. I'm not patient to let things dry either. I want them to dry instantly. And I found these bells in my stash. I don't even know where I got them. They're cute though. They look very rustic. So I glued it on the back. Put a little more glue on top. And I'm cutting off a little piece of ribbon just to lay over the top of that. Just helps make it a little more secure. And I decided, oh, I want the bell a little more forward. So I put just a little dab of glue about halfway up the side and just holding it down. And the second part of this one was just a round I had. I think it came from Artesia. I've had it for a while. I say Artesia because I ordered some from them and they had the hole in the top, where the ones I ordered from Amazon didn't have a hole in the top. So basically painting it white and then putting the Mod Podge on after it dries. And I got some of the napkin that the truck came on and just putting a little star on the front of it. And I put a little bell on the bottom of that one. Came two in the package. One was shaped like a bell and one was round. They both have patriotic look to them. Stars, stripes, red, white, and blue. And I'm just putting a hanger on the back of it. This is the red, white, and blue ribbon that I got earlier this couple weeks ago at Dollar Tree. And then I found this scatter in my stash and I put the silver one at the top of the thicker one. So here the two are together. A big one and a little one. And this could be hung from your tier tray by a ornament hook or from a tree or from a hook on the window or wherever you want to hang them. Now this one I found, my friend had left it, and I thought, that's a good size sign. Yeah, the picture's cute, but So what I did was I painted it with Mod Podge so the paint wouldn't flake off. And then when it dried, I painted it with the chalk paint. And look at it did. It cracked it. And I thought, oh, is this going to flake off? And it didn't. It's really on there tight. So I put a little Mod Podge on and put the flag in the middle of it. And I'm just letting the cracked edges show to give it a little more age. You know, I found this picture of people having a picnic, old-fashioned picture, people having a picnic on the 4th of July, and I found different ones with flags and symbols and all kinds of fun stuff, and just making a collage out of it. So if you want to make your own crackle, I guess just use some Mod Podge thickly on metal, let it dry, and then paint it with chalk paint, and it cracks. It was kind of a happy accident. And I can't believe it's June, and it seems like it is going to come up us. The 4th of July will be coming on us sooner than we know. And so I just go over everything with some more Mod Podge, let it dry. I swear I thought I used the matte, and it still looks kind of shiny. Guess I better check the bottle. But it still looks nice. I like it. I haven't done a collage in a long time, and that's all I used to do for years. There's a lot of collages. So I'm trying to decide where I want to put the tags. And I decided to make a crazy bow. Just used all different kinds of ribbon. And some lace. Some black and white checked, red and black checked, the stars, the red and white and blue striped, there's the black, and I made it thick. It's a thick ribbon. And I laid some more lace on top of it, and I brought it together with some baker's twine. Give it a good scrunch. Wrap it around and tie it tight in the back. But I decided I didn't want to cut off the tails because I'm going to tie it to the little curly handle up on the top of this. You know, if you ever decide to make something that you like, that I've made, or get a similar inspiration from it, go ahead and send me the pictures. I'd love to see it. Sometimes I go, oh, I didn't even think about that. That's what's fun, is we all have such different thoughts. So I'm just putting a little dab of glue there. And just fluffing. I just love the look of the crazy bows. Aren't they fun? I thought, I don't want to put that star there. And here's everything all finished. The tags, I ended up putting the star up on top of the tags and a ribbon that I bent over so it could be hung up. Here's the truck. And there's the 4th of July houses. The one hanging one. Couldn't see the other two so well on the tray. So you'll see I moved it in a minute. And there's the montage one. And I just love the look of the vintage cards, the vintage artwork. And so you can use these in all kinds of settings. I just put them up on my tray to give you a display. There, I took the houses down and set them in front of the tray. And they were all very easy. So like I said, if you get inspired, show me what you did. And I'd like a cup of coffee. You can buy me one anytime. And I thank you for coming to visit. I hope you have a great week and go out and spread some kindness. Bye for now.